Welcome back to the Legend of Heroes Trails from Zero, where we want to end the Schwarze Auction, the big party of a mafia in Michelin. Okay, let's go and see how that works out. I'm ready if you are, Lloyd. Shall we get going? Yeah, let's go. Enter. Lloyd put on his pair of glasses. First things first, let's try to get into the auction. We can do it. Lloyd, Ellie, you're going into a precarious situation. Please be careful. We're being around this area like we planned. If anything comes up, give us a call on your Enigma. Of course, you guys make sure to be cautious too. I think it's time, Lloyd. Welcome to the Schwarze Auction. May I see your invitation? Of course. Here you are. Lloyd handed over the invitation to whom he assumed he was a mafioso. Thank you. For security reasons, could you please give us your names for verification? Names? I'm Guy Bannings. I presume it's not mandatory to use my real name, is it? No, that won't be necessary. And your guest? Aren't you boys working hard? Unfortunately, I can't reveal exactly my name in this setting. That won't be a problem, will it? Well, no. Still, do you mind informing us of your relationship with this gentleman? Oh, we don't look like lovers to you? To be more specific, we're in the middle of a passionate relationship that I have yet to tell mother and father about. Forgive me, dear. I've caused you all this trouble because of my social status. However, I will work tirelessly in order to stand before your parents and ask them for their beloved daughter's hand in marriage. Oh dear, I await that day with bated breath. My apologies for asking. Very well, Master Bennings and guest. It's our utmost wish that you enjoy tonight's auction to the fullest. What kind of place did we step into? So this is Speaker Hartmann's mansion. I've heard the rumors, but I didn't expect it to be this grand. Yeah, this place is even fancier than I'd imagined. Speaker Hartmann and LoH. They're more influential than I even thought. Dear guests, welcome to the Schwarze Auction. Is this your first time attending? That is right. The auction is scheduled to begin at 9 PM inside the main hall straight ahead. Until then, please enjoy a few drinks in the salon over through the door on the left. If you're hungry, food is available as well. If you don't mind me asking, are you planning to stay the night with us? No. You see, we have already booked a room at Hotel Delphinia and have friends waiting for us there. We appreciate the offer, but we'll have to pass this time. Very well. If you change your mind, please do not hesitate to inform one of your attendants. We'll prepare a room straight away. Also, you are more than welcome to stroll around the estate as much as you'd like. However, please be aware that there are a few restricted areas. We apologize for the inconvenience in advance. That shouldn't be an issue. Thank you for the explanation. My pleasure. If you need anything or have any complaints, please make sure to inform me or one of the other attendants. Now, if you excuse me. We have roughly 2 hours before the auction gets underway. Let's scope out the mansion for now. Yes, of course. My wife is usually extremely shy. In order to break her out of her shell, I decided to bring her along. If she's going to survive in high society, it's going to be important for her to learn how to handle events like this. This is the first time my husband has brought me along to the Speaker's mansion. The anticipation of this auction is killing me. I do hope we will be able to win something. My mansion back in the Empire has nothing to scoff at, but this place blows mine out of the water. Now this is what you call luxurious. In the process of making the final preparations inside the main hall, if you would please wait a bit longer, it would be greatly appreciated. Rest assured the security team has everything under control. Please leave everything to us and enjoy the event. Probably can't enter then, alright? Oh, we can. Apparently, this is where the auction is being held, but this place is so over the top. Is that really an indoor waterfall? I haven't seen anything like this lavish in my entire life. Well, let's just head somewhere else for now. I still want to see for myself the kinds of people invited to an underground event such as this. The master's pet cat, Elizabeth, seems to have wandered off somewhere. I'm worried that she'll cause trouble for the rest of the guests. Have you seen a black cat? Oh, Elizabeth, where are you hiding? There's still a little time until the auction begins, dear guests. The main hall is still being prepared, so we would appreciate it if you could wait a bit longer. Why don't you pass the time with a few drinks in the salon? I'm very sorry, due to the auction's preparations, we would ask you to refrain from getting on stage. This is where the lots, the items up for auction, are going to be presented, so we have to take many precautions to guarantee their safety. And in the overview we already saw on the other balcony is the cat. It's just a great big misunderstanding, okay? The woman is a colleague of mine, that's all. You can't fool me. I thought you were acting suspicious, and it seems I was right to think you had the gall to come here with another woman. Hey, I see you were able to sneak inside with relative ease. All thanks to you. What exactly is going on here? Oh, you know, just your run-of-the-mill crumbling Marriotts. You want to talk? After all, you brought some strange boy here with you. No, don't tell me. You have that kind of relationship with him? This young man soothes my troubled heart in my time of need, I have you know. After I first came to Crossbar, I was lost and confused. It was also unfamiliar to me. But Vasi came to my rescue. He even offered to be my escort here to the auction, so I wouldn't have to come all on my lonesome. Our relationship is nothing like the no doubt salacious one you have with that trollop. I'd be more than happy to make this something more, Evelyn. I have a proposition. How about you ditch your heartless husband and make love to me? I can't deny that adorably feisty ladies like yourself have a certain charm to them. Vasi, I could never... You... How about you go try to pull your moves on someone else's wife, pal? I think I had enough of this. James, if you want to have an affair, be smart about it next time. Guess I have to see if I can land some other witch fool while I'm here. Nikita, wait! So I was right. That nonsense about her being a colleague was a lie after all. I'm fed up with your crap. If this is how things are, I'd rather go live with my parents again. Evelyn, hold on. We, probably don't want to get involved here. I think we're going to head out, Vasi. I can't say I blame you. Enjoy the party, you two. Well, I meet up with you two later. A little fuss might drag on for a while, so I've decided to try to defuse the whole thing. You act as if you had nothing to do with starting the entire mess. Looking then, it seems you'll have your work cut out for you, so good luck. After our distraught couple settles their affair, I head towards the main hall. Evelyn, please. This is all my fault. Every bit of it. Please, just... Please, don't leave me. Nikita, she tempted me into taking her. How can you stand here and lie right to my face? Have you no shame? I can't take this anymore. You better believe your mother will hear about this, James. No, please, anything but that. I don't care anymore. If this is the way of things are, I'd rather go with Vasi. I apologize however many times it takes, Evelyn. Please, let's figure this out. I hate seeing you upset like this. Their argument is making me nervous, and I never clean well when I'm nervous. I doubt I'll be able to mediate this fight, considering this tense atmosphere. I suppose I have no choice but to give up on cleaning until this storm blows over. Alright. James told me he would win me jewelry at the auction, but so much for that. Now I have to find another lonely guest while I still can. Typical man. If James actually lost his head, this whole mess could have been avoided. I guess I better search for some other lonely fool before the auction starts. This must be the guest rooms. The auction is a perfect opportunity to forge new connections with influential people from all over the Maria. My dear sweet daughter, how about we find you a good husband while we're here? Oh, father, I think you just want to use me to make some new friends. Now that I think about it, isn't a political marriage the only reason you were adopted into Mama's family? You caught me. If you really stop and consider it, there's no connection stronger than one forged by holy matrimony. Here I was thinking this might be a good opportunity, but you're clearly old enough to see through me. Oh, father, you do love your jokes. Despite most hiding their real names, the people invited to this event are all powerful individuals from both the Empire and the Republic. Politicians and nobles are quite skilled with swapping out personas for each and every circumstance. Of course, that includes me too.
お客様
I'm terribly sorry, sir, but I can't let you through here. This room is for staff only. Oh, sorry. We got a little overwhelmed by the size of this place and lost our way. So the Mafia is guarding this spot. Hey, everything's ordered like it says on the list, right? Yeah, it's almost time to carry the goods for the first half out. Oh, son of a... By any chance, are the pieces being stored in there? Correct. We've been keeping a watchful eye over them so things can run as smoothly as possible tonight. You can look forward to seeing everything once the auction begins. Of course, I wouldn't miss it for the world. Ready to head back? Yes, shall we? Find me. Lloyd? Nothing. Let's hurry and get out of here. The long perfume? Hey Ellie, about how much mirror do you think it took to build all this? I'm not sure I could even put a price on it, honestly. I doubt many castles would have this sort of decor either. What's with Speaker Hartmann? I know he's from nobility, but is he really that wealthy? What? It's you! Oh, what's up, guys? Hey, those clothes don't look too shabby on you. Guess you got a sense of style after all. You want to talk? Agreed. I don't really think your outfit is appropriate for this event. Hey, Hartmann told us to make ourselves at home, so that's exactly what I'm doing. When I'm crossbow, etc. But enough about my clothes. You guys look like you're having fun. Well, you have a long way to go before you're able to have as much fun as me. What? Let's see here. I think I found the sweet spot. What are you doing? Unbelievable. Do you actually expect to catch a fish here of all? Come to Papa! Did he just... I believe that's what the pros call a build. I'm sure I would appreciate something like this. If I remember correctly, that kind of goldfish is typically kept and displayed in high-class establishments. Wait, are you really just going to take it? See you later, guys! Good luck. Hope you're able to fish up something in this nice yourselves. Huh? Let's just pretend we didn't see anything. He just fished here. He just fished here. Okay. I'm not in much of a mood for a buffet. Meals truly taste best when you have maids serve them to you. Anything less just can't measure up. I managed to get an invitation from an acquaintance of mine, though I'm not sure if I belong in this kind of environment. I think I'm going to wait here until the auction starts. My husband adores dolls more than almost anything in the world. At first, I found his fascination with them a bit childish, but since then I've come to truly appreciate their beauty. They have a charm to them that just pulls you right in. Now that I recognize the true beauty of dolls, I've become just as avid of a collector as my husband. And there are so many of them out there, waiting for us to bring them home no matter how much mirror it makes. That's the power of a doll's charm. Rumors that the highlight of tonight's auction will be the most exquisitely crafted doll. When I hear that, I can only assume it is the work of V. Rosenberg Studio. Oh, I can't wait until this finally starts. Rosenberg dolls are absolute marvels of craftsmanship. With their intricate level of detail, you would swear they are alive. Oh, I can't wait until this finally starts. Excuse me, sir. This is the owner's personal room. You mean Speaker Hartmann's? Quite so, sir. Given the time, you should be able to find him at the salon, which is on the left-hand side of the first floor. If you have business with Mr. Hartmann, I advise you to hurry along there. Understood. I appreciate the help. If you'll excuse us. And we are back at the center. And there's Lecter now. No way. It took a lot of time to catch your dinner, you hear? You better scarf this down, give some thanks. Guys, look here. He's munching on that thing like there's no tomorrow. Hopefully she won't get sick from eating that. I've never seen that species before. Oh well. That poor cat. Nom nom nom. Come now. There's still a lot of room left in you. And there's the name Elizabeth, so... Guess he gave her a nickname. Look at that spread. There really are a lot of party guests too. All the food and drink here looks so extravagant. They must have hired the best chefs money can buy for all this. I'd love to try them out, if we were in any other situation. But honestly, thanks to my nerves, I don't have much of an appetite. I can't blame you there. Speaker Hartmann's name supposedly carries quite a lot of influence within the Empire. If I could somehow use this opportunity to get in his good graces, my future will be set. Those men in the black suits work security. They're from the Russian Corps, aren't they? But Marconi is deep within Speaker Hartmann's pocket, that much is clear. I show him lapdogs like Marconi get tossed aside the moment they make a single mistake. Would appear you aren't very well accustomed to auctions like this, correct? Well, be careful, the excitement that comes from fighting a bidding war can be positively addicting. Every time I come to Crossbell, I'm reminded of just how laughably incompetent the police department is. I mean, they're not even able to shut down something as clearly illegal, yet widely known as this auction. Or perhaps it just speaks to Speaker Hartmann's absolute authority over the state. Damn it. The Crossbar Police Department has to be the most incompetent organization on the continent. Thank goodness for that, otherwise we wouldn't be able to enjoy such a lovely party as this. Apparently the centerpiece of the auction is being kept secret. I can only assume it's something of immense value. Perhaps it's something stolen by that phantom thief bee. Ah, you look rather young, and to be given an invite to an event like this, you must be either a noble or a very wealthy individual. If you don't mind, could you tell me a little about your background? About that. Nervous, are you? It's no wonder given your age. I suppose it's a bit of a faux pas to ask such a question in a place like this. Please, accept my apologies, young man. Young or old, this is quite a varied group of Samuria's elites, I must say. It would be a waste not to make use of such a rare opportunity. I do believe I'll give some introductions and shake some hands. Tonight's dinner party was hosted and funded by Mr. Hartmann entirely out of the kindness of his heart. On his behalf, please feel free to eat to your heart's content. Each dish presented tonight is an unmatched delicacy, prepared by the mansion's very own chef. Please feel free to stop me if you need anything at all. We have a nice long look at the Esmeralda's ring I won last year. Is it not simply beautiful? This year I'm going to win something that can match its splendor. It's said that Speaker Hartmann has connections with Orobonia's Blood and Iron Chancellor. I guess that's to be expected from a man descended from imperial nobility. His company isn't going to be the same as a common man's. Imelda? Oh, what do we have here? I know I've seen those two faces before. Imelda? Why in the world are you here? Well, an invitation found its way to my doorstep. Curiosity bid me to come. A shady old lady as always. If you don't mind, could you... Don't worry, I don't intend to snitch. Knowing that you're here sneaking around the place quarreling with some unsavory people is quite amusing to this old woman. I came here with my eyes set on a certain something, but it looks like I'm in for some unexpected entertainment instead. Oh. What a surprise. I can't say I was expecting to run into you two here. Well, we were just... it's a long story. Well, I won't press the issue. So what names should I use to address you two at this event? What? How did you know? Considering your affiliation, it's not hard to guess why you're here. Plus, you're supposed to provide your names when you hand over your invitation at the door. So, how should I address you? You can call me Guy. Very well, Guy. You can keep calling me Kilika. Alright. So what brings you to the Schwarze Auction, Kilika? Interested in bidding on something? Given the nature of my job, I've come to know my fair share of collectors. And so they request I inspect what kind of goods are being auctioned off here. Market research, if you will. Got it. You know, that Speaker Hartmann strikes me as quite the shrewd character. This auction structure is very finely crafted. Finely crafted? What do you mean? Think about it. An unknown underground auction designed exclusively for the elite? That's quite a convenient meeting place for the prominent figures across the Muria. And there's more than just smuggled goods being sold here. You have bribery material, illicit fundraiser items, and who knows what else. If said figures try to unload all of these items in their own countries, they wouldn't be able to avoid the law's notice for long. However, here in Crossbill, such activity is allowed to go on unprecedented, unimpeded. Yeah. That is exactly why the Empire and Republic have turned a blind eye to the Schwarze Auction. I expect there is a number of questionable pieces that will be presented tonight, including items of dubious provenance that both countries would be willing to part with for the right price. In other words, this is an unofficially sanctioned international black market. When you put it like that, it really is terrible. Of course, one could claim such an arrangement is only possible in a place such as Crossbill. This may be a hard truth to swallow, but going against this will be an uphill battle. Lloyd. Yet, no matter how finely crafted this arrangement may be, it remains an unnatural creation. Chi encapsulates everything around us, ever flowing in harmony. Distorted constructs will always be as such, and so they are fleeting and impermanent. One tiny thing could be enough to make the whole foundation fall apart. What I mean to say is that perhaps your efforts will not be in vain. Kilika? It's reassuring to hear you say that. It appears I've taken up quite a bit of your precious time. This is a rare opportunity. You've taken everything you possibly can tonight. I'm sure it will serve you well in the days to come. Yes, ma'am. Still, a chance to quash this auction once and for all make me closer than I thought. Make sure you look around and take it all in. I'm sure this experience will prove quite useful for you later on. Is that... Ladies and gentlemen, the sponsor of tonight's event has arrived and would like to greet you all. Those two. Yes. LoH Stone and Speaker Hartmann. Good evening, everyone. I am Makoni, president of LoH & Co. and sponsor of this cherished auction. By my count, this is our 8th annual auction. My, does time sure fly. I'm happy to announce that attendance increases with every year, and of course we expanded our lineup of auction exhibits to account for that. Everything you see before you is the fruit of your continued patronage. The night is yours, my guests. There's still one thing that must be addressed. Every year without fail, one man graciously hosts us and our auction at this breathtaking mansion. I present to you a representative of Crossbill State, a powerful politician within our diet, Speaker Hartmann. Though previously mentioned, allow me to introduce myself once more. I am Hartmann, the Speaker of the Crossbill Diet. It's a great honor to serve as your host and offer my humble home for tonight's festivities. Believe me, this is no ordinary auction. Famous individuals from a multitude of fields have come to socialize and mingle tonight. Remember, the night is still young. I prepared a modest after party for you all following the conclusion of the auction. For tonight, it would be my pleasure if you would all consider my home as your home. Everyone, please enjoy yourselves. So those are the two we've heard about so much. The speaker definitely has the air of a high-level politician. It's likely because he believes he has absolute authority over the state. Also, this is the first time I've seen LoH's Dawn. I get the feeling he's even more shrewd than we originally thought. Yeah, they aren't going to be easy to go up against. I'd like to speak with them, but I doubt it would be a smart move now. I agree. I've actually met the speaker on a few occasions. It would be best to avoid direct contact if possible. Agreed. Let's try to sneak out of the salon without attracting much attention. Every time I lay eyes on that Marconi kid, I can't help but see a big fat raccoon. And I don't just mean his mannerisms. His face itself reminds me of a raccoon. I wonder if there will be any items of historical value up for bid this year. For some reason, jewelry and things of that sort seem to shine even brighter if they come with a mysterious story. So that's Hartmann, crossbred speaker of the Diet. He looks like quite the formidable man. Oh, do you need anything? I assure you we are more than happy to accommodate. If you can wait a bit longer, the auction will soon be underway. The cocktail party will end as soon as the auction begins, so please get something to eat while you still can. It would be wise of me to make the acquaintance of someone like Speaker Hartmann. Okay, I suppose it's time to introduce myself. I'm really looking forward to the auction tonight. I may not have any clue what sort of things they'll have for us to bid on, but there's no doubt in my mind that everything they put on the stage will be a treasure in its own right. I have high expectations for the both of you. Don't make any mistakes tonight. I don't want those police dogs to have a single excuse to come sniffing around here, understand? Have some faith. Don't worry, we are always careful in our endeavors. Good to hear. Though I doubt the CPD are even competent enough to expose this auction anyway. Right? Well, regardless, it's good to stay vigilant, I suppose. You really bailed me out of a nasty situation when you did me that favor. Thanks to you, those accursed journalists were able to get the story. Ever since then, everything has been quiet. That is good news. Well, so long as I stand at the helm of a diet, it's only a matter of course that I lend you a hand. And besides, it goes without saying that I need everyone's support in the coming years. I always knew you were a sharp one, Speaker Hartmann. I've shown up at this party for several years now, but you've really gone the extra mile this year. I'm glad to see you seem to be doing so well for yourself. I'll be praying for your continued success. It's a pleasure to finally make your acquaintance, Speaker Hartmann. I'm most grateful for the invitation. Oh, you're a Republican Diet member, are you not? The pleasure's all mine. I have also been meaning to make your acquaintance for some time now. Is that so? Does that mean I can expect a healthy relationship between us now? But of course. Wonderful, that reminds me, I had a gift prepared for you to show my thanks. If I could have a few minutes of your time after the auction, perhaps you could speak, away from any prying eyes, you see. I plan to win a marvelous jewel in tonight's auction and go to this year's after party a new woman. I'm expecting to see items just as stunning as the beautiful ring I won during last year's auction. The boss and Speaker Hartmann seem like they're in a good mood. With luck, they stay that way. What is it? Pardon me if I seem on edge. We're simply being as vigilant as possible to ensure the safety of our guests. I wasn't expecting this. I was sure they tried to pull something stupid by now. Nothing out of the ordinary so far, boss. Besides, I doubt even Heyu could pull off something big enough to ruin Speaker Hartmann's rap. Don't underestimate them, dumbass. Forget Yin. I've heard stories that this Zhao guy even got Heiyu's old guard on edge. If they catch you with your guard down, you're as good as dead. Sorry, boss. Anyway, something just feels off this year's auction. I have a feeling that someone besides Heiyu is messing with us. That's what my gut says, at least. Really? Is that your Jäger instinct talking? Sure, something like that. Or maybe I'm just getting old. I love if everything went off without a hitch, but I just can't shake this feeling. It's the same feeling I used to get before going out on a hunt. Garcia Rossi. Oh, my apologies. My name is Garcia Rossi. I'm in charge of tonight's security detail. As part of that, I make sure to patrol this area every so often. Please forgive me for any inconvenience that may cause. Oh, no, it's no trouble at all. I can see you're all doing a great job. If you keep talking to him, he's bound to... I can't shake a feeling that we've met somewhere before, sir. I think it might just be your imagination. I doubt I forget meeting such a mountain of a man as yourself. You may be right. Still, just to be safe, do you mind telling me your name? Sure, I don't see why not. Guy Bennings, pleased to meet you, Mr. Rossi. Something about that rings a bell. Grab this grab. What should we do? Sorry, I'm late. Good evening, Guy. Fancy meeting you in a place like this. Yeah, you too? Yes, quite unexpected. And who might you be, madame? I'm Maria Bell Croix. A pleasure to meet you. Croix? As in the IBC? You have my sincerest apologies, Miss Croix. I was told you'd be attending. I take it you finally decided to accept our invitation this year. I thought it would paint me in a bad light if I kept on refusing your kind offer. Also, these two guests are dear friends of mine. Is there some sort of problem here? Oh, of course not. Allow me the privilege of welcoming you to the Schwarze Auction one more time. Would you like me to show you to where Speaker Hartmann is? I will pay our beloved speaker a visit later. In the meantime, could you have a room prepared for me? I've been in a business meeting a good portion of the day and would love to get a bit of rest. Very well. Yota, Miss Croix would like a room prepared. You better watch yourself and treat her with the utmost respect, alright? Yes, sir. Please, Miss Croix, allow me to show you to your room. So that's what's going on. Quite a bold move, you guys. Yeah, well, I could see how it might seem like we're doing this for our own self-satisfaction. Don't get me wrong, I like your idea. If you weren't as determined as you are, there's no way I would allow you to be one of Ellie's co-workers. Belle, please stop. A blush. What are you doing here anyway? From what you said earlier, it sounded like it's your first time attending. Well, you see, I receive invitations from Speaker Hartmann every year, practically begging me to come. But as I'm sure you know, he's a man who has connection with some especially unsavory individuals. My father is never short of excuses every year to avoid attending. But it was always more difficult for me to dodge the invite. And so, I was finally forced to give in this year. I see. That does make sense. It does? Why is that? I've mentioned before, but Belle handled some of the IBC's work for her father. Actually, she's the one responsible for all of Michelin's current development projects. Really? You say that, but I only really manage the hotel and theme park. That's the reason why I couldn't decline yet another invitation from Speaker Hartmann, given that he lived here for so long. And so I decided that I would attend this year's Schwarze Auction. So that's why. What is it, Ellie? You just say something, right? Your face gives it away. Yes, well, I know you, and you wouldn't participate in something unless you were at least a little bit interested in it. I'm not sure if I buy that you came here just because of a social obligation. You have some ulterior motive, don't you? Sharp as always, Ellie. It's true, I've heard rumors that there will be something particularly interesting up for auction this year. My interest was piqued, so I decided it was time I finally attended. So then, what is it? An antique doll crafted during the early days of the Rosenberg studio. Among doll connoisseurs such as myself, those particular dolls are considered the ultimate rarity and sell for an exceptionally high price. An antique doll from that famous studio. I presume there's quite a history behind it for it to have ended up here. I don't know if it was stolen or some rich man had to be part of it for some reason. But what I do know is that rumors say it's an absolute masterpiece. As a collector, I can't let this chance pass me by, can I? That's true, you've been a fan of those dolls for as long as I can remember. Out of curiosity, how much does one of these dolls usually go for? Let me think. The studio's earlier works were much bigger than their ones now, and they rarely show up on the market anymore. And given the fact that the doll maker doesn't intend to make any like those again, they've racked up quite the premium. One was even sold for approximately 5 million mira at an auction in the Imperial capital. One doll is that much? Well, given how passionate the fans are, and how the dolls are truly priceless works of art, it's not too shocking. You're dead set on winning this bid, aren't you, Dale? Oh, you know I am. Besides, regardless of how it ended up here, it's not the doll's fault. Of course, if it turns out it was stolen, I'll make sure to take the proper measures. That includes formally negotiating with a former owner to officially make it mine. How, thorough. You're dedicated, that's for sure. Oh.
Pardon me, Miss Croyce. Just so you're aware, the auction will be beginning shortly.
Ah, thank you for letting me know. I'll head there in just a minute, so please prepare 3 seats, preferably in the back for us, will you?
It would be my pleasure.
Belle? I know what you're thinking, and there's no need to worry. I'll wait until after the auction to introduce myself to the speaker. He won't see you. If that's the case,
構わないかしら。
shall we accompany her, Lloyd?
ああ、せっかく
Yeah,
だから。
we might as
一緒
well
に
go
出席
together
させ
since
て
we
も
have
ら
a
おう。
chance.
マリアベルさん。
Thanks for
よろし
setting
くお願いします。
us up with seats, Mariabel.
こちら。
Oh, it is nothing. So, I think I make a break here and we continue this next time. Look where this leads. Until then, I am Mace and don't get lost.